Right now on WCNC Charlotte at 5, it is Thanksgiving Day, but while many are gathering with families and friends, first responders standing by to help keep celebrations safe.
Plus, an annual tradition returns. Thousands showing up in South Charlotte to run the Turkey Trot. Why this year's event was a record-breaking one.
And giving thanks by giving back. How some volunteers are carving time out to make sure others are able to have a meal this Thanksgiving.
And calm conditions continue as we head into the weekend, but temperature is actually expected to get a little bit colder, when we could expect even the potential for freezing temperatures right here in the Queen City.
And happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And thank you for joining us for the news at 5. I'm Jan Monreal.
And I'm Nick Sturtevant. Happy Thanksgiving, Jan.
Happy Thanksgiving to you and to Brittany as well.
Yeah, and today is a day where families and friends across the country are coming together to celebrate this, one of my favorite holidays, actually.
Yeah, very good. I love it as well. Many are still working behind the scenes to keep our communities safe, though. So right now, essential workers like first responders, they're suited up and ready to spring into action in the event of an emergency.
Yeah, WCNC Charlotte's Jesse Pierre is in West Charlotte and checked in with Medic on this holiday.
Emergencies don't stop because it's a holiday. Medic is staffed 24/7, ready to respond to calls for service.
As first responders, we always have to be ready to respond to our community regardless of what day it is.
Last year on Thanksgiving Day, Medic says there were 332 911 calls. 70% of those needed an ambulance transport. Andy Williams with Medic says many emergencies happen on the road.
Thanksgiving is one of the busiest travels days of the year, and so we always see an uptick in traffic accidents.
Working holidays come with the job, but it doesn't mean Medic staff won't sit down and come together for a meal.
This is where we come together to celebrate our holidays, and so thanks to Amelie's that has provided some to-go boxes for us to be able to take.
A potluck is also in the works. Williams is coming into his 23rd year of service and says he is thankful for all first responders and the support from family, friends, and the community.
There's no greater purpose than helping your fellow person or your fellow man, and it really gives me a sense of satisfaction.
Jesse Pierre, WCNC Charlotte.
Well, ready, set, go. Today, Thanksgiving kicked off an annual tradition for many in Charlotte. The 35th annual Thanksgiving Turkey Trot was held this morning.
Thousands come to South Charlotte bright and early to start their holiday in an active way, this time in record-breaking fashion.
WCNC Charlotte's Austin Walker was in the middle of all of the action.
It's a holiday built off tradition, and for some, that means starting it off with the annual Turkey Trot this year, breaking records and selling out. This year, 10,250 runners signed up, shattering the record by over 1,000 from before the pandemic and beating last year by over 2,000. There were multiple different races, including a tot trot for the little ones, as well as an 8K, a 5K, and a 1-mile run. Once runners crossed the finish line, they had a chance to sip on some beer and get the holiday started. People we spoke with say it's an event they won't miss, and organizers are happy to be part of that longtime tradition for them.
I trot every year. Every year that I make it.
Well, it was definitely her idea that we're going to follow the family lead here. But it's a tradition now to wake up, run the turkey trot, and then go feast by lunchtime.
They're probably not excited to get out of bed by the time they get here. It's cold. They're up. We're giving out free hot chocolate. Suffolk Punch Brewery and Legion Brewery giving out free beer. Tiff's cookies. It's something for everybody.
The organizer says while this has been a tradition for the past 3 decades in Charlotte, he's excited for the future of what this race holds and more costumes that could be coming up later down the road. For now, we're in Charlotte. Austin Walker, WCNC Charlotte.
Had a couple layers on this morning because, it was a little chilly to go trotting. I'd be wearing the turkey costume just to keep warm, Brittany.
I mean, it was cold. I mean, 35 was the overnight low temperature forecast. We had 36, so pretty close to that. And that did cause the chance for some frost as your folks were getting out early for those turkey trots. But thankfully warmed up quickly, a lot of sunshine. Now you're seeing a few more of those clouds building in overnight heading into Friday. But still a fabulous Thanksgiving forecast. The high so far today around 59 degrees in Charlotte, which is exactly where we should be for November 23rd. I really don't have any complaints as we head through this evening with more clouds around, temperatures falling to around 40. So it won't be quite as cool tonight. You can see those clouds streaming in from the south and west. Not going to see a lot of moisture here with the small chance of more low clouds heading into your Friday. But I do think we could see some patchy drizzle, maybe a little bit of light rain heading into tomorrow. You can see clouds building in overnight, but look at how much fun these turkeys are having. These ones certainly not going to be something on the plates tonight. You can definitely see those temperatures falling pretty quickly to the low to mid 40s by around 10, 11 o'clock. So again, if you're heading out for any late night plans here on Thanksgiving, I mean, truthfully, conditions are relatively comfortable heading toward this evening. Now tomorrow, I am going to keep a small, again, 10% or so chance of some patchy drizzle, but a high near 60, pretty comfortable. But once that system actually passes by, we get much cooler heading into Saturday and Sunday, and especially Sunday morning, even the chance for a light freeze across the area. This starts a trend of a lot cooler weather as we enter those last few days of November. A full look at your 7-day forecast and the next chance of rain coming up.
Well, there's good looking turkeys out there.
Yeah.
Running on the treadmill, look
Dancing.
like. Thanks, Brittany. A reminder for you folks, the burn ban covering 30 counties in western North Carolina has been lifted. North Carolina forestry officials say yesterday's rain and the night before helped reduce the fire risk across the state. However, officials want to remind you to still be cautious when burning outdoors, as much of the area is still in the midst of a severe drought. So you want to make sure to check restrictions, get a valid permit, check the weather, of course, and never leave a fire unattended. Meanwhile, there's also reason to be careful of fires inside your home this evening.
Yeah, many families are whipping up their Thanksgiving meals. Hopefully they already ate.
I know.
But with all hands in the kitchen, that can lead to more fires. So we wanted to know if Thanksgiving is the peak day for cooking fires in the U.S.
WCNC Charlotte's Megan Bragg verifies.
So lots of ovens will be turned on throughout the day, but are there more cooking fires on Thanksgiving Day than any other holiday? Let's verify. Our source is the National Fire Protection Association and FEMA's U.S. Fire Administration. According to NFPA's research, Thanksgiving is the peak day for home cooking fires more than any other holiday, with more than 3 times as many fires as any other day. Christmas Day and Christmas Eve rank second and third, having nearly twice the daily average amount of fires. FEMA's data shows that over 54% of Thanksgiving fires occurred between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. is the peak time on Thanksgiving when the fire alarm goes off. 3/4 of those fires were cooking-related fires. So we can verify that, yes, there are more cooking fires on Thanksgiving compared to any other holiday. With your Verified, I'm Megan Bragg.
And if you have something you would like verified, email us at verify@wcnc.com. Well, today, a big effort to help make sure every kid gets a gift this holiday season.
Yeah, Charlotte Soccer Academy families kicking off Thanksgiving this morning on the field at the annual Turkey Bowl to help in this year's magical toy drive. Players and families played friendly soccer games to benefit the magical toy drive. Everyone encouraged to bring a new unwrapped toy to donate to kids who might not receive a gift otherwise. The players say they're happy to be making such a big difference.
Yeah, I think it's really powerful that, they normally go every Christmas without getting toys. So we're here doing this so they can get at least 1 or 2 toys and just make their Christmas even specialer.
Kick around.
Look, those boxes behind them look like they're filling up, so that's good. The Charlotte Soccer Academy is the largest contributor to the toy drive, and this year they surpassed their goal of 1,300 toys, collecting more than 1,400 toys so far, and the players are actually still donating. A reminder, it is that time again. Our annual magical toy drive is back.
Many families in our community can't afford to put gifts under the tree for their kids this holiday season. So WCNC Charlotte and the Salvation Army have teamed up to make a difference.
You can help a family in need by donating a new unwrapped toy to any Charlotte area Belk store, or just scan that QR code on the screen and donate money online. WCNC Charlotte will match up to the first $9,000 donated.
Still ahead, the latest from overseas, with an agreement between Israel and Hamas in place to pause fighting and release hostages.
Plus, many hope to avoid political arguments at the dinner table this Thanksgiving. But there's new research that may suggest we agree on more things than we might think.
And we all know that Thanksgiving is the 4th Thursday in November, but have you ever wondered why? We have the answer coming up at 5:55.